What is going on, everyone? My name is JX, and welcome back to the channel. We were literally just here yesterday talking about Mantis's mystery synergy, and I said tomorrow will be Jessica Jones synergy. But when I said that, I kind of said multiple synergies because yes, there's not only one mystery synergy with Jessica Jones, but two, and both characters I'm pretty certain of. The punching purple people. Wow, I gotta love that alliteration right there. Is very interesting because I've heard three main people be talked about. Now I already had in my head the High Evolutionary, and I kind of talked about it yesterday. Is because he's purple in the MCU, and in recent years they made the High Evolutionary purple. Now in the comics he doesn't have a human face. He has like this whole mechanical body kind of thing, kind of like the Sentinels. But in this punching purple people synergy, it really shows three people with purple skin and a robot with purple dragon skin, and then a mystery synergy. So you can maybe think that's either someone with purple skin, a purple outside. So yeah, so High Evolutionary is my pick, and I talked about it yesterday. It's just because it makes sense that Mantis would tease Adam Warlock, and obviously who to come with Adam Warlock would be the High Evolutionary. I heard some people say Kraglin, and I honestly don't think they're gonna pick Kraglin for the Guardians of the Galaxy synergy because I don't know how unique of a playable character he'd be. I mean, we have Yondu, and Kraglin said in the holiday special he still doesn't have the arrow nailed down. So I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys disagree, let me know. But first off, I'm gonna say High Evolutionary. That's just my go-to. But I've also heard Zemo, and Zemo kind of makes sense. But I think also it doesn't make sense because he only is purple with the mask. Also, we had Titania Synergy Horrible Bosses, which I said to Zemo, and I even showed, Egatron's, his kits, like, basic abilities like Cleanse, True Strike, Bleed, Armor Break, Impale, Mark, Disintegration, all sorts of nice stuff. So I already think he fits that synergy, so could he fit this one as well? Maybe, maybe. But he's not my first or second pick. Now the other pick is probably the most popular. Is going to be Killgrave himself. Now obviously, if you don't understand the synergy, punching purple people, well, obviously Jessica Jones, had this whole thing with going against Killgrave. If you watched her show, the first season, you'll understand. David Tennant nailed Killgrave. I mean, it was so cool seeing him on screen. Now, he is literally the Purple Man. I mean, this whole synergy is pretty much titled after him. He was in the Netflix series, which is now a Disney series, and in the comics, he actually does have purple skin, but that was through chemicals. So, interesting enough is I really think it's High Evolutionary. But could Killgrave work? I mean, do you guys think, his powers are only to tell people what to do via pheromones, so they have to ingest his pheromones. I think in the Netflix show, it was just hearing it. So, his powers, I always thought he was one of the characters that kind of couldn't work in the contest because, well, how do robots? Robots would literally be immune to his power, so he'd only be a punch kick kind of character. Or maybe does he work kind of how Jessica Jones, where she throws Luke Cage? Could he work by bringing in someone into his special attacks, by telling them what to do? I mean, how Jessica brings in Luke Cage, could he bring in Jessica? I mean, it's really interesting if they could do that. If he's going against robots, just bring someone with him to fight a robot that can't ingest his... can't take in his hearing or pheromones, whatever way they want to go. But I still think High Evolutionary, I think the synergy is just named after Killgrave. I don't think it's actually Killgrave, because I feel they could have teased him a different way. I mean, they could have teased mind control with Mantis. They could have teased something. They could have just teased like a whole the Netflix series in one synergy. I don't know. I don't know. Like, for me, my number one is going to be High Evolutionary, and I didn't even say how his powers will work. I mean, this dude is crazy. I mean, this dude is just insane. He's literally cybernetically enhanced his entire body, his mind. I mean, he can literally evolve anything in front of you, devolve anything in front of you. I mean, his whole thing with Rocket in the MCU is he's the one who was trying to evolve a rocket on Half-World. He can manipulate matter on a subatomic level. I mean, he would be pretty crazy. He's got precog. So basically, he can know the future, telepathy, telekinesis, extra-dimensional travel, size alteration. We've seen different sizes. I mean, this dude would be crazy. I mean, this would be, honestly, I hope they go the tech route with him. But they could go cosmic. I mean, if he's going to be a tech, he's going to have cosmic abilities. If they go cosmic, he's going to have tech abilities. Because it's pretty interesting. I'm excited because, I think it could be High Evolutionary. I just think it's named after Killgrave. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys disagree? Let me know. All right, everyone. So now the next synergy is obviously the alumni synergy. And alumni basically means you graduated from a school. And you're an alumni because you graduated there. Now, I've kind of looked around if there was anyone, off the top of my head, Silk instantly made sense. It's just, first up, in the MCU and the comics, and is such an important character for Peter, Spider-Man, and actually went to Midtown High, like Jessica Jones, like Peter Parker. Now, there are 2 other characters, which was Liz Allen, but she only would work if she was from the Ultimate Universe because she's Firestar there, and obviously we don't do the Ultimate Universe in the contest. Maybe besides the Maker in the future, in Miles, of course. But yeah, I think Silk absolutely makes sense. I've kind of nailed every Spider character that came to the game because I picked these characters that I think will be unique. Who can bring a unique to the Spider-Man thing? Because, we have classic Spider-Man, we have symbiote Spider-Man, and they're really basic. Like, they are very basic. So you have to think about, how do they make them unique? Miles got a buff, and we still don't have Iron Spider. We still don't have Spider-Man Noir. We still don't have Superior Spider-Man. So there are a few characters that could be unique, but Silk, I've always think would be, super unique, especially now that we lost Spider-Woman to the underdog vote, so she can't come to the game this next year, but Silk could. Honestly, we have multiple Spider-Man villains coming to the game next year, and I always thought it was weird that there wasn't a mystery synergy or a mystery spot there in the Spider spots. I thought that was Spider-Man Supreme, but maybe he actually goes by the Sorcerers, and maybe Silk goes there. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get an update to the State of the Battle Realm map. But let me know who you guys think the Illuminati synergy. I think it's clear it's Silk. I think that's like an easy one. But the purple synergy, I think, is probably the most interesting. I think it could be High Evolutionary or it could be Killgrave. And obviously Zemo's already probably been teased with the Titania synergy. All right, everyone. Well, I hope that's going to do it. Let me know, like I said, if you disagree. I might even put a poll on the YouTube, see how many people think. I'll put the 3 people for the purple synergy, and then I'll probably put the 4th one to see results because, I know how polls work, right? Sometimes you just want to see the results. But all right, everyone. I hope you guys had a great rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.